Sometimes
You're listening to Don Rick, one of the artists we play on WeP3 Radio. Currently, WeP3 Radio is under construction. We will be back.
In the land of the free, I should be ashamed when I complain that I don't have what I need. When there are people in the world who would give anything just to be in America.
Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Thank you for joining in today with Andrea Eichmann and Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project for this week's WeP3 Debrief. Find out what our crew has been working on to help support those who have given some and all to the pursuit of liberty and freedoms across Minnesota and the United States. Watch, listen, and support as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always clean. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Here we go. All right. Hey, sorry. I gotta leave for 30 seconds. So this is just gotta do it. Go, Andrew. You can do it.
I got this. You have a good time. Okay. Well, there we go. I thought I was alone to start out with anyway. Hey, you are here. It is Monday. It is the last day of September 30th, 2024. And you know what? I'm just going to pop this back up because I'm pretty sure that you saw it and you heard it. But hey, right now, our radio station is under construction. We probably have a meeting in the next 24 hours that I'm not even sure I know about yet. Maybe 48. Anyway, and we'll be getting that figured out, straightened out. And our radio station will be back bigger and better and louder and stronger. Isn't that always the goal? When you make a change, you want to make it better, right? We are here with our debrief to let you know what we've been up to over the past few weeks and then share what others are doing to help the cause. Let's just say last night we had some amazing joiners and commenters and sharers. Thank you so much for what you do. It's awesome. We wouldn't be here without you. So like Jeremy Daniels, who is present. And thank you very much for being present, Jeremy Daniels. I saw someone else too over here. Anyway, thank you. So we have some sponsors, you guys. We like to mention Smart Living with Brian Kenzer. I'm a little bit on his tail feathers, but just kind of dragging along right now, learning and jumping in and trying all these amazing products. So I have you know what? I'll grab that link for you from Brian so that you can look into it if you want to. I'm just saying, yeah, good stuff. All right. Others also, we've got always Catch 22. Thank you so much, Derek Iozio and the Boho Hobos Hideaway. That's not only fun to say, but that looks really cool because it's just a string of O's, B's, and H's. But anyway, Boho Hobos Hideaway. We have Contagion Effect. We got Operation Texas Strong. And always, always, always Kimmer Gwinner here to keep us in line, check on us. Hey, you know what? We're coming here to the close of Suicide Awareness Month. That doesn't mean awareness ends, nor our care and concern about suicide and what's happening, how it happens, why, when. Not all the answers are here. There's no one answer. There's not a foolproof therapy. There's not foolproof counseling or group chat or anything that can keep this from happening. It takes a billion different approaches and a billion different people and a billion different ways to go about keeping this demon at bay. And the best we can do is be out there and be aware and be ready and be doing our little buddy check 6 times every day would be amazing. I say little buddy check, but the reality is that is a big, huge deal to somebody. Peterson said last night, it's like the kid throwing the starfish off the beach back into the water. Is he ever going to save them all? No, some of them are already gone. But can he save one? And it makes a big difference to that one. So thank you for supporting us in that mission. And you know what else? We are on Reads Across America Radio every Sunday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. You can find Reads Across America Radio on iHeart app, Odyssey Rap, the TuneIn app. Did I say rap? Odyssey app.
It's all
the
good.
TuneIn. I'm having some trouble with words. You think a weekend of relaxation would make it better, but anyway, just search the word wreath. Or really, you know what you could do? You could just use this cool little link that I'm putting in here right now. And you, it's always so like, say you missed last night's show, you can, watch our show next Sunday and then go get some popcorn and watch the news and then listen to this week's show that we just got done with. So got it, get it, be aware, be ready, be alert. Shoot, you guys, take care, brothers and sisters. Could we do that? There's a little thing we like to say, you guys. We like to say that we know why we get to do this. Just every single week is an example of why we get to do this. And honestly, we've had a request come in probably every other week for the last few months. Some are so simple. Some is like just restoring dignity. Some is like taking care of children. Some touch the heart. Like a person who's really, really struggling, but all they need is just clothes for their kids. Like, you need more than that. But I get it. You're doing it. You're trying to do it right. So we know why we get to do this. Thank you to the service members and first responders that have committed their time, sweat, blood, limbs, family, and life to give us the freedoms that we have that allow us to do what we do daily, which is, you want to say it, Peterson? What do all of us get to do at the end of our days?
Lay your big fat heads on the pillows of freedom. Boom.
Not even the stupid heads, just the big fat heads. Not even those big fat stupid heads.
I don't think I ever say stupid.
I might have put that in there on my own.
Oh, okay. No one's stupid. I don't know about that, but
actions are stupid, people are not. It's what we say in middle school.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what we say in middle school.
It's a beautiful middle school you got there. I appreciate you.
Dude, we're doing our best. We are doing our best. I'm not gonna lie. There's so many new things at my school. I don't mean to talk about my school.
No,
There's
we shouldn't get into that. We don't
there's
want.
so no. There's so many new things. And one thing, maybe somebody out there who's watching will agree. Thank you. Just sit there and smile. I might be a little bit old fashioned. I just might be. It could be a thing. I'm not old, but old fashioned. Like
Not
oats.
old people, not old.
Like the oats, they never get old, but they're old fashioned oats, right? Anyway,
I've eaten some old oats. Don't even lie.
Oh, gross! Don't eat old oats.
They taste dirty.
I think that I just want to make a comment about your oats, but anyway, I can't do it. Oh my gosh, I can't do it. And so it's super refreshing as one of these more experienced people to have a young principal come into our building and like spot on. Like, we are not public shaming. We are not yelling and screaming. We are not like punitive. But there's a little degree of you did something wrong and let's figure out how to not do it again. Right? Like, let's yeah. So anyway, I gotta ask you something, like in the military. So if one person has to run an extra mile, do all people have to run an extra mile?
Yep.
Yeah, right? Because why? Because they did something stupid, probably. Or didn't do something, probably, right?
It's to teach those that didn't do something wrong not to do something wrong, because this is what happens when we do shit wrong. And I said that out loud.
Here's the boat I'm in. The boat I'm in is kids are tired of hearing me say, shut up, don't talk. Can we be quiet? Is this quiet work? Is this what quiet work time looks like? Have you done quiet work time? Do you know what being quiet? They're tired of me. And so I'm like, you kids that are doing all the right things, you need to say something because they're irritating you too. So let's work together, students and teacher, and I'm gonna take a little step back, and you are gonna tell them you're sick of them, because once they start losing friends over making dumb decisions, then we all get better.
You know what I do? I tell the kids, I go, you're ticking me off. And they're like, why? I said, because you're making Miss So-and-so mad, and I don't like hearing her voice, and now I have to hear her voice. So quit it.
Is Miss So-and-so a teacher or a student?
It's a teacher.
Oh. Yeah.
It's a good cop, bad cop in our space.
Well, you're lucky you got another teacher and someone to refer to like
it's that. Not really. I mean, it just happens. It's a learning time, a moment that I do. We don't team teach or anything like that, but I have some EAs in there, and I will say, you know what? You guys are ticking me off because I don't want to hear Miss So-and-so talk, and you are making her say things to you. That's what I do.
Individual re-educate. Comply is a word that came up today. Comply.
Oh, some people will not comply.
No, Blind Joe does not comply.
Blind Joe, great
Blind
Patriot
Joe.
musician.
He will not.
You can argue he's not from Minnesota, but that's all right. Hey, you know what? If you didn't get to see last night's show, Miss Eichmann already said you can go check it out on Reads Across America. You can go see it on the YouTube channel, which we'll get up here in a second. You could go see it on Facebook if you want to. But we do a show on Sunday called We Got Your 6 at 6. And we reserve that evening to fully 100% share the mission of another organization. Because back in the day when we were building the People's Patriot Project, we realized that the waters were getting muddied because of the 46,000 organizations across the country. People don't know where to go, how to get the help. They don't even know that there's 46,000 organizations out there. Heck, I thought I had this brilliant idea that we were going to go out there and save all the veterans and first responders. And then we had marketing people say, why are you in the saturated field? And I would say, well, how's it saturated? We're losing 6,000 veterans a year. We can't count the number of first responders because they don't track it. Tell me more. And so I'm on a soapbox, off a soapbox. Every Sunday, we're here with a new influencer and group on Ooh, Jeremy's saying 84,000 now. Well, it's got up 20,000 since I read did my last research. So that's a possibility, and I'm saying. But thank you for the update, Jeremy. But it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We are our own worst enemies. So we decided that we would throw peeps up on the stage, give them a place where they can share their mission. Last night's guest is a writer. He's a writer. He's got some pieces that he has in place, and he wanted to share his mission. So we said, okay, William Stevens, come on board. And he came and he didn't share any of his poetry last night. I just realized that. We should have tagged him on that because we were missing Miss Kimmer last night, which makes me sad. 821 Productions got the story on that. Miss Ike got graphics in the background, ready to roll. Boom!
Logo. He likes that logo. So I was pretty sharp. Is that pretty sharp? That's pretty sharp. You put a little green, bright green outline around the edges of those numbers and letters. What the hell was that?
That's a bass drop.
Is there more?
All right. Who's making all that noise?
I don't know, but I feel like I can't say names.
Rural Tacos, disgusting.
Can we even say celebrities' names on here anymore? Because I was going to say like some celebrity's name, but like what celebrities are even left that we can say their names? Are there any?
Ooh, good question.
I mean, are there any good ones? And when I say good, I am not doubting their skills as actors.
You know what? Here, stop. We're gonna go We're gonna rabbit hole this stuff. Jeremy, crack that whip, Jeremy. Here we go. Go, Andrew. Go. You got it. Go a little bit.
Then I'm gonna forget what I want to say.
A little bit. Are there any superstars?
Okay, I'm good now. Is this a good one?
Are there any good superstars? You got something to say. Say it.
Oh. No, I was screaming because I had this thought last night and it got me so worked up. Like I wanted to say it on the show, and it feels like it's going to be political, but it's not political. It's BS that's going on everywhere. And why are we not more mad? Why am I not opening up Facebook to people that are freaking out about all of the stuff? And why? Why are students in middle school using a nickname like it's the funniest joke in the goddamn world? I'm sorry. They don't even know what they're talking about or why. But
you have to realize their influence is the pop culture. That's their influence. And so they don't even get to hear. I don't even know what the freaking truth is anymore. That's our reality. Our reality is that you have to dive in, and just because you can read it, just because someone said it, just because it exists somewhere, doesn't mean it's the truth. Go ahead. You were saying something.
No, I'm breathing. I'm using a breathing technique. It gets me so flippin' fired up.
What? And I know where you're kind of going here, and this is my problem. This is my problem. Everyone wants to live the rock star lifestyle. Everyone wants to live the rock star lifestyle, and I get it, and I understand why. But again, you've got some of these people that, it's been a joke for years. Whose bus are you going to go to do what substance? Whose bus are you going to go to touch people how you want to touch them, when and where and how? And you know what? We've even got like there's a band out there it's a movie about them. And again, I'm going to be covert here a little bit. And it starts with a party scene, and people are being appropriate, inappropriate. They're doing it in this party
It's
scene,
consenting or not, right?
and 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 this person has this movement, and it's very obvious, and it's very. If I was sitting there watching it with my son and daughter who are old, I'd be embarrassed a little bit. I mean, I would be like, "Hey, okay, here we go."
Right.
Now, everyone wants to live that rock star lifestyle, and we've put that thing on the pedestal. The other one is professional athletes. Everyone wants that lifestyle. We hold these people up to the highest esteem whatsoever. But then we start picking and choosing who we are going to knock down or pick up. And so we have a music star of one space who a few years ago gets caught doing some stuff with younger ladies, and he's canceled. Boom, canceled now. But then there's another pop culture star who there is like a whole docu-series about what they did. And there isn't a day that goes by that I don't hear their music on the radio or in our public, and I'm just like, I turn the radio off, and I don't get it. I don't understand it. Somewhere along the lines, people have attached morals and values, and I get where you can do this in some spaces, to politics. If you have morals and values, then, and I'm not saying one is one. I'm not balancing this thing. I'm just saying, to have an ethical code, and I'm in the middle of this political thing because both sides are doing a horse crap job right now. Both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I have been embarrassed by watching any of the debates. I'm embarrassed by watching how they act on their political statements, their political all of it. I'm done with it. I'm done with all of it. I don't know how to fix these things. You know, the voice of the people's not being heard. You're asking a question behind the scenes. I don't know. Are we talking music?
That was just for you to, yeah.
Oh, is that a question for later, or is that a question for now?
So I would remember.
Oh, so you'd remember. Okay. Yeah. Stir that pot, will you, Eichmann? Thanks. I appreciate it.
I honestly couldn't. I spent a long time yesterday because we use our platform for good, right? We use our platform for good. I don't have enough time in my professional, volunteering, big family kind of life to go researching all of the details for me to figure out what's right, what's wrong, who's right, who's wrong, who's left. Are there any, I hate to say right because that takes a whole different meaning, but like, and it just struck me now because I was going to say a celebrity's name and I'm like, good grief. Can we even, I'll tell you a secret. I don't go to movies. I won't pay. And that's not that I don't like. I really admire some actors and actresses and the things that they've done and the things that they do with the money that they make, right? Some of them are amazing human beings. But I don't pay to go to the movies because, like, I was in a movie once. I didn't even get any money, proceeds, whatever. I wasn't not an important part. I don't even know if anyone ever knew I was there. But who gets the big dollars? The people that, right? And they get the big, big, big dollars. And so I won't be a part of that. I won't be a part of that. I will not help fund people who have 6 homes, great, big, gigantic homes all around the world. I mean, good for you and more power to you. It's just not my cup of tea. And it's not a mission I have in life. First of all, I never get my money's worth because I can't sit still for 2 hours. That's a problem. And so, yeah, I won't fund the money. I do have a solution to some of the music stuff, though. You want to hear my solution?
What's the solution?
As soon as we're up and running, you can listen to all of our musicians. We will personally handpick our radio what? People, our musicians on our radio, our artists on our radio. I can't vouch that every single one of them is the most amazing, upright, upstanding person in the world, because there are a few that I don't get to meet, right? But I can tell you they served their country or their communities or both, and they've put some time and thought into the art that they want to create. And even at that, like, I have zero issues with swearing. Zero. Sometimes there's a lot of it in some of the music, which is fine. It just shouldn't be played where little kids are. That's my thing. Okay. So Jeremy only does karaoke. There we go. You can pick your own songs. That's the cool part about karaoke. Yes. Some of us don't sing at all.
Well, I got some music artists you shouldn't be doing karaoke to, Jeremy.
We got one or two.
Just saying.
Anyway, sorry I brought that up. We spent like 7 minutes on it, and I apologize. I won't apologize. That's how I feel.
Well, you know, I don't want to put us on a pedestal either. And I don't want to say we're higher or lesser or lower. Yeah. And again, I do know and believe that if we heard something, that's the kind of relationship we have. And there's no way to vet and screen all of this stuff. But if someone came to us and said, hey, this is what's happening in this space, I wouldn't believe that person necessarily.
Right.
Even if they were a friend. I would not say, oh, okay, boom. If it was a question of concern, I would go and talk to that person. Now, I don't get to go talk to some of these people in question right now. So
because some of them aren't. Yeah,
they're untouchable. And so It is what it is. And it's not my space. And frankly, I don't care. Well, because the only time I would approach someone is if I actually cared about them. And if I didn't care about them, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? None of my biz. Don't care. Moving on. If it is a reflection of something we're doing, I would also check that. But we also ran into, even in our organization, we've ran into people that say, oh, they did this, they did that, and they did this and they did that. And we check and we resource and we screen and we vet and we go through it. And it's just like, you know what? At the end of the day, we only know what we know.
Yep.
Our perspective is based on our education. Our education is based on the media sources we have chosen. When I say media sources, I'm not necessarily talking about the news. I'm talking about music. I'm talking about teachers. I'm talking about other people. I'm talking about other organizations. I'm talking, what we get out. You got to fill your brain with as much information. And then you got to split it down the middle and say, hey, this is where my beliefs fit. And at the end of the day, that's what you have to live with your convictions. You have to say, this is how I believe, this is what I believe, and this is where I want to be. It doesn't surprise me, some of the stuff we're seeing and hearing. I think this is just the tip of the iceberg, because these people, and I don't mean to say rock and roll lifestyle, because there has been a plethora of people who have lived on their dollar. They have lived on, I can do this because I have this much money. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of stuff I don't do because I know I don't have the money to fix it when it's broken. You know what? I don't. There's nothing illegal that I think I would do, but I mean, you don't treat your vehicle poorly. You don't treat or do stuff and spend resources you don't have. You don't extend yourself to a point because you don't want to have to pay for the repercussions. There's some people that don't have to pay for those repercussions because it doesn't matter. This is totally off subject, but there is a, what do you call a series when it's a bunch of people who are living their real life and it's kind of, I can't remember what it's called.
Like Big Brother, like the
Kind of, but like a step back. Like it's a group of people they follow for a period of time and they do episodes about them.
like a documentary.
Kind of a documentary, but we'll just say Jersey Shore. I'll just throw it out there. Jersey Shore. Have you, and again, not attacking Mike, the situation, but have you ever seen how he orders his food? He goes to a restaurant and orders 30 items from the menu. And they bring all the, I can't do that. No, I'm talking about the stuff that I can't talk about.
Is you talking about Mike in the Jersey Shore?
Sure, Mike, the situation. Yes.
The sitch.
The sitch. He eats a lot. And I can't do that. I mean, I have never tried, but I know I can't afford it. And I don't know who can afford to eat the way he eats. But I'm also wondering if that's kind of written into the program and that's just the way they do it. And it might not be as truthful as everyone makes it seem. But again, I'm not the director of that program either. So
it's just reality TV is what it's called.
But
is it really reality? Like the Housewives of Orange County? Whose reality is that? That's a little tiny section in a little tiny place.
I think there's, it's craziness.
I don't think any of them are watching. I'm hoping, but
if he does, I didn't say anything bad about him. I said he eats food.
Let's get you on the show. You can defend yourself.
You know, hey, Paulie just this last year played a flag football benefit for veterans and first responders. So they are engaged. Yes. Yep. Yeah.
Wow. Want to let Big Daddy Sitch know you're thinking about him?
Me? No, I don't.
Well, that's the Twitter or the X or whatever you call it.
Oh.
Big Daddy Sitch. Jolly old big. I'm done. I never watched the show. Never watched.
Forget Green Acres is the place to be.
Yeah. It's the place for me. We're old. We're old.
So I want to get back to our guest last night.
Let's get back to our guest last night.
William,
you ready for it?
William Stevens. He's a guy that likes to get out and is educated. He's given his heart to his country. He's done a lot of amazing things, and he's writing some literature right now in the forms of poem and how to do, where to do, and what to do. And he's going to be sending his books to us. And I haven't had a chance to read his, what do you call it? Transcripts.
Transcripts, yeah.
But we're working on that. And you might be seeing more of Mr. Stevens in the WeP3 space. But the WeP3 space doesn't work without people who want to give a little bit of themselves or a lot of bit of themselves to make a difference in the lives of those who've given a little bit and a lot of it, and sometimes their lives, so that we can lay our big fat heads on the pillows of freedom. And if you have any part of that time, talent, and treasure, we 100% could utilize. It could be uploading music to the radio station. It could be creating graphics. It could be making social media posts. It could be, we write grants on a weekly. We are looking for sponsorships. We're looking for advertisers. The whole thing is a part of the package. And again, we are not going to go out and beg people. We're not going to go out and offer. I struggle on the daily. How much do you need to hear that we need money to do what we're doing? And because
you want to hear it. You want to hear it.
There's people that say you need to post 3 times a day. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not. A, I don't have time. B, the mission is important to me and I'm passionate about it. I'm not gonna lie, this summer I spent my time working an extra job to make some of the stuff will be. I'm not a hero. I'm not asking for a pat on the back, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And that was what I needed to do for the time. Get us back to a space that we're comfortable and have an opportunity to do more. And that's what I did. And I'm not saying that's right or that anyone else should do that. I'm saying that was right for me.
Right.
Weird conversation back to the pieces that we're talking about. I mean, we can talk about the political thing, but we're trying to talk about Mr. Stevens, and we keep running in rabbit hole
And back to our guest.
Wants to talk about tacos and Green Acres and squirrels and you name it. And we're back to our wonderful guest, Mr. Stevens. We didn't have a music guest last night, and that's okay because we've got roughly 200 musicians to draw from, and we pulled an amazing song from Lindale.
Lake and Lindale.
Lake and Lindale. Sorry, I have brain moments sometimes, and that does happen. And then we had a song from Mr. Hensley. That was our last song, and our second to last song.
If you're gonna be dumb, you better be tough.
That was Mr. Hensley.
Why isn't it about a boy though? It seems like that was a song about a boy.
Yeah, of course you would say that. Of course,
he said it. I didn't say it.
Of course you would say that. And then we also had Mike Ponder, which, gosh dang, what a blessing that dude is with Better Day. Just an amazing, amazing artist, amazing person, amazing craft. Boom.
I tried to tag him, and I couldn't. Oh, and there he is. I can tag him on this one. There we go.
So when we play our random musicians, I usually use that as an opportunity to do one of our buddy checks during the show and just say, hey, just reaching out, thinking about you and playing your music on. We got your 6 at 6. Boom, bam, 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 bam. Here I'm on WeP3 Radio, which again, if you didn't hear at the very beginning of this broadcast today, we are under construction. And I wished I would have had the ability or the capability to keep it playing on the platform that we have it on. And again, we thank Mike Madsen for all the amazing things he did with Foxhole Radio Network. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We just have another direction we'd like to see it go, and we have some people that wanted to invest a little bit of time into that. And so we are working diligently to get that back up on the ground. Why do we even need to have a radio station? Well, we don't need to have a radio station, but we do need a place where these amazing men and women who have radio listenability, quality songs, there needs to be a place for them because they're not getting that radio time on your major network radios. And so doing this, we get the chance to put it on several networks, and doing this, we get the chance to put it on big news, some things that I'm excited about, and on a whole nother level that is deserving of these guys' efforts. So always working, always got stuff going on. You should probably give a quick update and brief on Reads Across America.
I should probably. Hang on. I have a link. The link for you. Hang on 1 second. So I've been doing this not 3 times a day, but I've been making this post because people who've been doing this for a long time are not freaking out yet because we're nowhere near a goal. I mean, we're not even close to where we ended last year. And my goal for this year was much bigger. And everyone's like, no, that's okay. Lots will come in November. I can't wait till November. That it gives me anxiety. Why can't we be at least to the goal or even to last year? Because we've been working it a bit harder this year. So anyway, to sponsor a wreath for Reads Across America. And when I do that on my talk to text, it spells reeds, like in your saxophone and your clarinet, like the reed. Anyway, so, okay, I don't even know where to go. It's just frustrating. It's like the calm before the storm, right? Everything's kind of in place and falling in place, and things are not as grand as we had hoped and as eloquent as we had hoped. But we live in Minnesota as well, and then there's weather. Who knows? And there's I don't know, there's traffic and there's all kinds of stuff that will happen. And so I'm concerned very much. I'd like to hit the wreath goal. So at least one of my objectives is taken care of. So we're not there. And so I am begging people to sponsor wreaths for our veterans that are laid in Fort Snelling. Do you have to know a veteran there? You don't have to know a veteran there. Are there some people I've mentioned? There are some people. There are some everywhere. I'm sure of that. One that I like to point out, though, if you are a patriot who is touched on September 11th of all times throughout the year, Tom Burnett was on, and I don't know the flight number. Sorry, I wasn't prepared to say this. The September 11th flight number, the one that was over Pennsylvania, and where the really cool memorial is now. But because of his act of courage and bravery,
Flight 93.
Flight 93, thank you. He's buried here at Fort Snelling. He was from the cities. There's a lot of good write-ups about him, his wife, that day. So you know what? Even if it's just for somebody who's there that you don't know, it's $17, you guys. What is $17? Some of us, $17, don't get me wrong. I'm trying to put in an order to pick up. So I know $17 can get you a lot. It's a wreath. It gets laid with honor and dignity at a headstone at a gravesite in Fort Snelling. And it goes along with the ceremony that we do, which is pretty amazing. And then, we encourage that everyone say the name. So you look at the headstone, you say the name, you lay the wreath. It's a beautiful thing. So if you can spare $17 or maybe $34, I'm going to put a link here. Feel free to order up a wreath, you guys. It's pretty cool. I order one like every other week just to make sure everything's working and so that I can tell people how to do it. It's simple. You go on this link, you click sponsor a wreath, and then you say 1, 3, 5, like however many wreaths you want. You put in your info and boom, there's a wreath. It's already ordered and it's good to go. So anyway, I'm going to do that. We are moving forward at that. Gosh dang it. I can't wait to meet our truck drivers this year. Anyway, there's that. Oh, Minneota. I typed in Minneota. Minneota is a little teeny town. It's a teeny town in Minnesota because it doesn't have the T. So anyway, did you ask what else?
Yes. Yes, ma'am, I did ask you what else.
No. I don't know. My brain is full of these. So we took these tests. This is some strengths learning for the teachers at my school. And you're gonna love this one. Okay. So you get 5, your top 5. Top 5. Number 1, you'll never guess what I am. I'm empathy. I feel
where can I take this test? You know what the test is called?
It's Gallup. It's a Gallup poll test. It's pretty scientific.
Gallup poll test.
Yep. Gallup strengths test. If you want to take it, you got to pay like $59, but I bought the book. And in the book, at the back of the book is a code and you get one chance to take it. I have empathy and I have individualism, which means I don't ever want anyone, including myself, to be clumped in. Like I can't be like, yeah, those army people, they're just blah, right? I can't do that.
Be careful.
I can't do it. I can't say those military people, blah. I can't say those teachers, blah, because I have that individual. Okay. Connectedness. You're going to love this one. You know what it is? Connectedness is, we say it every week. This isn't a coincidence. Things happen for a reason. And you know what they call it, Peterson? Today I was in like, what? You have a 6th sense if this is one of your strengths. Trust your gut. That's what she said.
Oh.
I've been thinking I have this for a long time.
I call that rabbit holing.
I'm not saying like ESP. Anyway, and then developer. I'm also a developer. So it's all in the relationship categories. And it just means that I'm always concerned about what others are feeling. And then I try to help them. And myself goes to the wayside sometimes.
They should at least give you a teaser on here of like kind of a test or something. I mean, they've given me nothing to work with here. The Clifton Strengths.
Yep. You got to buy the book.
I ain't buying no. You know that's how they get you, right?
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I don't. Nobody likes. Because do you think I like being all freaking relationship builder? I don't. I'd like to be like some dominant commander piece, but I'm not. So yeah, I'm a relationship builder.
I don't even know where there's 36. I'm sorry, 34 empowers.
Yeah. So you learn to work with what you are. And then you learn to work with what other people are based on their strength. We only work on our top 5 because how the hell long would it take to work on 32 of them, 34 of them?
Provides a basic top 5 provides basic understanding. There it is. Buy the book. I get it. I'd rather buy a barbecue book and go smoke some meat
I'll bet there's a strength in that.
That's where my strengths are.
You know what? Because you're good at that. That's why you would rather do that. That's what makes you awesome.
That's what makes me awesome.
That's my new favorite line because she used it a couple of times. Because she's funny. Our lady that's presenting, her name is Bethany. She's funny AS. Funny AS. She, like, okay, so one gal who has, like, I'm going to make one up, leadership. They're doers and they're always doing. And this teacher I taught with a few years ago was like, oh, like these little strengths, that defines me. And she's like, and they're always walking fast and they're pretty athletic. And she goes, I find, and don't take this wrong, they usually have big thighs because they're always moving. They're getting stuff done. And
big thighs because they eat cupcakes at night and then eat carrots in the faculty staff office.
I want you guys to meet my friend Peterson, who wants to do self-labels because he's comfortable with what he thinks he is.
Notice I don't have big thighs because I don't eat cupcakes.
Right.
No cupcakes at all.
Ever?
No. Huh. I don't eat cake ever. Have you ever seen me eat a piece of cake ever?
Birthday cake? You eat birthday cake and graduation cake?
Nope.
Oh. Nope. If it came in liquid form with a shot of bourbon,
like they have like birthday cake like schnapps stuff, like vodka and stuff. And they had a birthday cake flavored cannoli once, and I thought that was the grossest thing that ever lived on the face of this planet. Disgusting.
You know what I'm hearing in this? Don't ever send Peterson cake for his birthday. Don't even bake a cake.
No, don't.
What do you do then? How do you blow your candles out? What do you do?
Never, ever. I don't do that. That's a waste of time and effort.
What, did someone put a worm in your birthday cake when you were a kid? What is wrong with you?
I just don't like cake. I don't like cake. My mom, so here's the deal, and I bless her heart, loved her to death. I mean, this is your mom. My mom used to make a special cake for me every year for my birthday. She would go and buy and do the whole thing for a German chocolate cake. And people were friends with me, so they'd come and eat my German chocolate cake. My youth pastor used to like, oh, Petey's birthday's coming up. I'm going to get some German chocolate cake. And my mom did that a lot. And after my mom passed, that clearly that didn't happen. And other people tried to replace it. And I don't mean mug them. And that's like, you know what? Thanks. It's not the same. That was a thing between me and my mom. I didn't even like it. But that was the only thing close to a cake that I like. And now I think about it and I couldn't even think about eating a piece of German chocolate cake. It's too sweet. I don't like sweets.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Jeremy Daniels out there make me a taco for my birthday, and we're playing all day long. Bam, 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 bam. Tacos for everyone's birthday. Amazing.
There it is. There it is. Okay, so we're so far, there's no script at all. So let me tell you.
All right.
Oh shoot.
That was a rewind sound, so we can rewind back.
Yes, rewind. So I was gonna go find the link for William's book on Amazon, so that you can find that. It is called The Mirror.
Yeah.
And we'll do that. And while
Is
I'm doing
another one coming out? Isn't that called The Broken Mirror?
The Broken Mirror. Yeah, that'll be out Halloween. Halloween. Yep. There's a lot of books called The Mirror, so make sure you get the one that has the guy, which is William, walking down the hallway with his stocking cap on. Okay. So let me get the right. Here we go. This is the long Amazon link, but you can get that. And then our guest. We just have a musician lined up so far.
So far.
You got him? His name is Jason Michael Carroll. He will be with us on Sunday.
This guy's legit people. Legit.
Dude, if we could just have like $1 for all the songs that we have that are legit, and if we could get $1 every time we or somebody else played them, we would be like so much amazing. So much amazing going on.
Is there? We don't have to close right now, but do you have a song you want to end on today?
Yeah, no. How about, can we do a Mark Ware song now?
Holy cow, coming clear out of the back in the day.
I know. Do you want to do Shootin' Whiskey or Can't Touch You? I know. Let's do Can't Touch You.
Are we doing it? We're gone?
I got Jason Michael Carroll. Okay, sometimes I get weirded out, like when people have two first names. Like I can't even do it now. Like Andrea Robert, right? That would be a name. Now I got two first names. But this is 3. Jason Michael Carroll. That's a tough one.
You'll be okay.
It's going to be okay. It's going to be just fine.
It will be fine.
All right. So we're on at 1800 Sunday night. Don't miss it.
Yep. Don't miss
Michael Carroll and probably someone else who won't talk as much as us because we talk a lot.
We don't talk that much. You don't talk hardly ever on Sundays.
No, I'm listening and learning, dude.
Yeah.
Boom.
That guy.
Yeah, so that's all I got.
That's all I got.
Okay.
You gonna roll our tune?
Don't forget to vote when it's your turn to vote, please. I'm gonna put that out there. That's your
a month away.
What do you call it when it's like your friendly reminder?
It is a public announcement.
This is your public announcement. When it's your turn to vote, don't forget to vote. We'd like to end. Do I just push share? Does that take care of us?
I don't know what you're even talking about.
We're going to see it for the song. It's been a long time.
What are you talking about? Hit share.
Show the song.
Oh,
when I click on the song, right, we disappear.
Yeah, kind of. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to end with Mark Ware, Can't Touch You. Thanks, y'all, for being here.
Bye.
I can drink, I can throw a few down, I can light one up, put it out, stop when it's time, call it a night, and never cross that line. But I can't touch you without touching you more. Helping your dress find its way to the floor. No, I can't touch you without losing my mind. Coming unglued, girl, it happens every time. No, I can't touch you. I can feel the heat coming off your skin. You always light my views and melt me down, and then I'm as good as gone, good for nothing but loving you all night long. No, I can't touch you without touching you more. Helping your dress find its way to the floor. No, I can't touch you without losing my mind. Coming unglued, girl, it happens every time. No, I can't touch you. No, I can't touch you. I can step on stage 20,000 strong and never miss